2 badges down, and still no one's figured out how to stop me. What's new? Last episode, I made Gardenia's team look like garden compost. And now, I'm aiming straight for the next badge. More wins and more crushed egos. Sino just starting to realize something dangerous. Gary Oak's not here to play the game. He's here to run it. So buckle up, because this episode, we evolve, we battle, and we make the rest of this region regret not leaving when they had the chance. This is episode 3 of Gary Oak beats Luminescent Platinum, and if you thought the first 2 were hot, you haven't seen anything yet. Let's make them cry, then take their badges. Classic Gary style. So after handling Gardenia her gardening tools back and collecting that forest badge, I found out that Eterna City got a pest problem. Team Galactus crawling around with their bad fashion and worst battle strategies. Apparently, they thought they could take over Sinnoh with a bunch of grunts and a commander named Jupiter. Yeah, named after a planet, but still couldn't escape Gary's gravity. So I healed up, stretched a little, not because I needed to, just to give it a head start. It's time to knock some sense into Team Galactic, and maybe remind Jupiter that space isn't the only thing that's cold. Team Galactic really thought I struggled with their little Eterna hideout? Please. I walked in, slapped around some grunts for free XP, and used their base as a training facility. Thanks for the stat boost. Then came Commander Jupiter. Big title, small threat. She started with a gold bat. Graveler says, "What's up?" Drops a rock slide. And that bat's out of the air faster than her hopes. Next up, Tangela. Cute. Nidoqueen just sank her fangs with poison fang. That thing wilted like a houseplant with no sunlight. Then a Sableye? That sneaky gremlin didn't even get to blink. Umbreon taught it what a real dark type looks like. Hitting with a fairy move so hard, I think it's Sockly Fairy. And finally, Skuntank. Her ace. Wartortle stepped in, soaked it down, and flushed it out like a bad plumbing. And just like that, Jupiter's command terminated. If this is what Team Galactic calls a stronghold, Sinnoh's gonna need a better villain. Next challenge, please. Gary Oak just warming up. After mopping up Team Galactic's mess in Eterna, I hopped on my bike and hit Route 206. Fast lane only. No brakes, no mercy. Trainers along the road tried to slow me down. They failed. Miserably. It's almost unfair how much free XP I get just from passing through towns. But before I moved on, I dropped under the cycling road for a little side quest. Some call it training. I call it upgrading my dominance level. And while I was down here, guess who joined the squad? Magby. Yep. Fire, speed, attitude. Basically a mini Gary Oak in Pokemon form. Sinnoh's not ready. With my team getting stronger and my badge count climbing, it's not a question if I'll beat this region. It's just how badly I humiliated on the way. Let's keep moving. So I'm deep in Wayward Cave, just minding my own business, training the squad, and maybe looking for next legend to join Team Gary. When suddenly, this little kid named Mira shows up. She doesn't ask for help, doesn't get scared. No, she challenged me. I'm thinking, really? You bring ribbons in a cute face to a battlefield? Alright then, time to teach Mira the difference between adorable and unstoppable. She threw out her team like it was gonna do something. Big mistake. One by one, I sent her Pokemon packing. Kadabra turned her strategies into punchlines. Nidoqueen? Poison dreams. Mira learned something important that day. Never challenge Garyoke unless you're into a public embarrassment. So, after Mira got absolutely humbled in battle, she posed the classic "I dropped something" excuse. Now she wants me, Gary Oak, to help her find it in this dark, twisty cave. Like, seriously? Why does everyone in Sinnoh treat me like a glorified tour guide with a PhD in babysitting? We ran into some trainers in this cave. Probably other people Mira dragged in here before me. But lucky for her, I never miss a chance to stop on under-leveled egos. Double battles? Sure. But let's be honest. Mira was just holding the XP share while my team did all the work. Eventually, we found her lost item. No idea what it was. Probably her confidence. Either way, mission complete. Time to get back what I do best. smashing badges, and reminding Sinnoh who runs this region. Fresh out of Wayward Cave, dust still on my jacket, heading to the next town for my next badge. And who shows up on Route 207 trying to block the path? Dawn. She's grinning, Pokeball in hand, all excited like this gonna be her moment. I didn't even have time to say no before the battle started. Typical. First up, she sends out Piloswine. Big, heavy, ground ice type. Probably thought I'd flinch. War Total said muddy water and deleted that idea in one shot. No drama, no mercy. Then she pulls out Lopunny, looking all confident. Hits my Nidoqueen with Fake Out, and Nidoqueen just stood there like, that's cute. Then slammed it back to the Pokeball dimension. Next up, Clefable. You already know. Poison Fang from Nidoqueen, lights out. Fairy type, more like free XP. Now it's down to her ace. Grottle. Dawn's hoping for a comeback, and I didn't blame her. She's desperate. But Nidoqueen, she's locked in. Another Poison Fang, another win. Better luck next stream, Dawn. After turning Dawn into a stepping stone, I hit Route 208. And you know what that means. Fresh trainers, free XP, and another chance to remind Sinnoh who's the boss. I don't know what it's about this route, but every trainer thinks they're the ones who's gonna stop me. Newsflash, if you don't have a plan for Nidoqueen, War Total, or Kadabra, you're just here to level up my squad. After wiping the floor with everyone on Route 208, the team's stronger, sharper, and more locked in than ever. Next batch, coming home with me. I just wrapped up Route 208, feeling unstoppable. Then I hear someone call my name. Turn around, and it's Aaron. Yeah, that Aaron from the Elite Four. Bug type specialist. Big deal. He won in a battle. I said sure, because I never back down. But I'll admit, it wasn't my day. His bugs were faster, nastier, and played dirty. War Turtle couldn't tank the poison. Nidoqueen got worn down. And Kadabra? Well, let's not talk about Kadabra. Yeah, I lost. That doesn't happen often. But I don't make excuses. Even a king gets scratched once in a while. But Aaron, I hope you enjoyed that win. Because when I roll into the Elite Four, I'm not just coming back. I'm coming for revenge. One loss doesn't make a loser. It makes a legend in progress. I just stepped into Hawthorne City and let me make one thing clear. I'm not here to sightsee. Last battle didn't go my way. You think that slowed me down? Nah, it lit a fire. Aaron might handed me my first loss, but this badge, it's going in this case, today. So I marched into Hawthorne Gym, ready to sweep another wannabe leader, but nope. Gym's closed, and of course it is. They always run when Gary Oak's coming to town. I start scouting the city like it's hide and seek Sinnoh edition. Poke Center? Nope. Back alley behind the mart? Nothing. Then I hear talk about the contest hall. And just when I thought things couldn't get weirder, my mom is standing in the lobby like she's waiting to judge a pageant. Great! Now the contest scene is officially ruined. After that awkward reunion, I finally tracked down Fatina herself. Ghost type expert, fancy hair, thinks a ballroom dress counts as an armor. I told her straight, get back to the gym, the next badge is mine. No more hide and seek. Fantina's heading back, and I'm coming with fire. Hope she's ready, because after Aaron, I'm not taking prisoners. So after chasing Fantina all over Hearthstone like she's hiding from a tax collector, she finally decided to show up at her own gym. I walk in expecting battle, bravery, maybe some spooky ghosts. What do I get instead? A math quiz. Fantina, you throw equations at me like that's gonna stop Gary Oak. I'm not here to solve problems. I'm here to create them. This gym's full of math and ghosts. Guess they're double dead now. And after that warm up, it's time for the main event. Took you long enough to show up. You can wear all the glitter you want, Fantina. But that badge is mine. Let's make this quick. I've got more badges to win and more egos to crush. After acing a kid's math quiz and bodying every haunted hallway in this gym, I finally stood face to face with Fantina. Sparkles, drama, and a ghost fetish? Cute. But this isn't a fashion show. It's a judgment day. She starts with Gengar? Bold choice. Wrong move. Umbreon doesn't flinch. One foul play and her top ghost is seeing actual ghosts. So she floats out the blimp. Cute. Nidoqueen sets the stage like royalty, laid down toxic spikes and dipped out like a boss. Umbreon comes back to clean up. Another foul play, another fallen phantom. Spiritomb? Dark and Ghost? Sounds spooky. War Total don't care. Tanked him, stalled him, and the poison did the rest. Thanks for the free KO. Dusclops walked in like it had a plan. Should've stayed in the shadows. Poison took it out before it even can blink. And Sableye? More like Sable Y. Another one bites the dust, courtesy of Nidoqueen's traps. Her last stand, Miss Magius. She fires off a hyper beam like it's her final hope. But Nidoqueen just eats it for breakfast, doesn't even blink. One Shadow Claw later, and the diva goes down. That was supposed to be a ghost type gym? Looked like like a haunted house for amateurs. Badge collected, team untouched. Sinnoh, you're on notice. 3 badges down, the rest just waiting to lose. Often putting Fantina's ghost squad 6 feet under. Even I need a break from all this domination. So I took the squad to the park, let them run around, blew off some steam, before the next massacre. They earned it. They don't just win battles, they end careers. But don't get it twisted. This ain't a vacation. It's the calm before the storm. Next batch, next rival, next legend, we're coming. Stronger, smarter, and scarier. Next stop, pure destruction. Alright, break's over. It's time to head for Solaceon Town. Badge number 4's waiting, and I don't like waiting. You got to be kidding me. Of course. Just when the air was getting fresh, Ash shows up. He's like a bad status condition you can't cure with a full heal. Alright, Runt, let's do this. You really think this gonna go your way? Challenging me on Route 209? That's the dumbest thing you done since picking Pikachu over a real starter. Nice move. Now watch how a real trainer handles a battle. Another day, another Ash whooping. He still thinks he can catch up to me. Maybe in some other timeline. Next time, don't challenge me. Just ask for advice. Later, loser. Just when I thought I'd get a quiet route to Solaceon, Team Galactic shows up trying to rob the Pokemon Mansion. Of course, I had to clean it up. Again. Honestly, these Galactic clowns are worse than Jesse and James. And at least they had a talking meow. It wasn't a battle. It was pest control. There it is. My Kadabra just evolved. Now we're not just reading minds, we're rewriting destinies. And just like that, my ace become a monster. Say hello to Blastoise. Heavy shell, bigger cannons, same old problem for my enemies. This ain't some average evolution. This is the moment the rest of Sinnoh should start panicking. And the best part? He just getting warmed up. Ace unlocked. Destruction guaranteed. I came to save the mansion. Instead, I walked into a boss fight. Team Galactic Saturn. And some wrinkled fossil calls a partner. And guess who shows up like a bad side quest? Ash. Great. Just what I needed. Training wheels in a boss battle. But fine. One battle, one team up. Let's show them what happens when Gary Oak lowers himself to teamwork. Team Galactic thought they could run this mansion, but I'm not here to play nice. I'm here to take over Sinnoh. Good job keeping up, Ash. Now go back to training. The real story's just getting started. Team Galactic came in like they owned the place. They left knowing Sinnoh belongs to me. Oh, and did I mention? Now I got a golem. Let that sink in before the next badge drops. If you thought this was domination, just wait till next episode. Gary Oak's just not beating gyms. He's burying this region. Next time, a new town, a new badge, and even more smoke. Stay tuned or stay behind.